Okay, hi guys. So we're still working through this. So grab your copy of this, make sure you build what you need and how you need to get it. And this will give you all the tips where the fines are and all those sorts of things. So today we're talking about being first aid ready. So there's a number of ways that you can be first aid ready. Firstly, you need to have your first aid certificate and your annual CPR update and your annual anaphylaxis and emergency management. So make sure you've got those credentials. You can't be an educator without them anyway, but make sure that those credentials are from a reputable provider and that they are remaining updated all the time. Now, if you're not traveling with children at all, so you don't leave the house at all, then you don't need a portable first aid kit. However, if you are undertaking any kind of regular outing or any kind of excursion, then you would also need to have a portable first aid kit. So first aid kit, I've got a link here in what should be in your first aid kit because I know there is some confusion around that with some people. So I've got a link here for you that will help you sort that out. With your first aid kit, being first aid ready is being able to access your first aid kit ASAP should something happen. Children fall over, children take risks, children do a whole range of things. So we need to be sure that we're ready. So you also need permissions from parents, what you can apply. So some children are allergic to Band-Aids, so you can't just be popping Band-Aids on everybody. Saline, any kind of creams or anything like that, make sure that you're aware of what should be in your first aid kit. So your first aid kit is around making sure that you can stop any bleeding, you can destabilise any kind of breaks or fractures or anything like that, so that before emergency services come or before a doctor's visit or those sorts of things. You are meant to be practicing your first aid, your emergency management plan every 3 months. So I recommend that every 3 months when you do your emergency management plan and you document what happens there, you also take that opportunity that day to update and review and sign off that you have checked your first aid kit and it is in fact complete. When you are going on regular excursions or regular outings or excursions, make sure that your portable first aid kit is also accessible and that that is updated, because if you're out and about at the zoo or anywhere at all and something should happen, you need to access the service that you're registered with really, really quickly, and you need to be able to access the parents of the children really quickly. So make sure you've got all of that updated information. With your first aid kit, up on the wall or wherever it is, make sure that it is very visible what it is. So I prefer to have like a real first aid kit. So I would purchase the box, the big white box with the this is a first aid kit, and put that somewhere where it's really accessible. I've seen some services or some educators pop it in the back corner of their laundry, and yet the children are way outside. So if a child has an accident outside, then the educator's got to go in, jump over washing that's on the floor, or get through child lock gates or anything along those lines in order to access their first aid kit. We don't want that. You want your first aid kit accessible. So you may choose, depending on your residence, you may choose to have one outdoors up under the eave so it's protected from the weather, and you may also choose to have one inside at the play area if you like, or one right in the middle of those spaces. So that might be your kitchen, it might be your back room, it might be anything like that. You might have a checklist in the morning and bring your first aid kit out and pop it on the bench while you're delivering the education and care program. You don't want it there on a Saturday or a Sunday if you're not working, and you may put that away. Although there is a risk if you are going to move first aid kits around that it may get mislost. So there's a risk management to that. So I probably wouldn't be advising that either. So make sure that it's complete, make sure that you sign off. So if anything does happen, you've got a record of when you did update your first aid kit. As soon as you use anything from your first aid kit, make sure that it's replenished straight away. So first aid kits are vital to your service. Not only do you have to have them, you will need them from time to time. Okay, so make sure you've got anything like that. If you've got children with medical management plans, make sure that your first aid kit is up to date in accordance with those medical management plans also. Okay, I've popped links in here below where you can get in touch And I've also got extra links for further information. And don't forget to grab your copy of this. This will work you through everything that you need to know about having an education and care program from your home. We'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.